friends, good evening. Today we are going to discuss online examination paper which is conducted today based on quantum mechanics part 1, right? So let us start with the first question. Question is, the photoelectric threshold for a metal is 3000 Armstrong. The kinetic energy of an electron ejected from it by a radiation of wavelength 1200 Armstrong. So we need to find the kinetic energy. So from the Einstein photoelectric equation, we know h nu 0 plus kinetic energy, that is kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu 0. So this I can write as hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda 0. This threshold wavelength is given. Okay, this hc value, that is you can take as 1240 electron volt nanometer, right? And this 1 by lambda, that is given from its by a radiation of wavelength 1200 Armstrong. So 1200 Armstrong, right, minus this threshold, that is given, threshold wavelength is 1 by 3000 Armstrong. Now all the values are given. When you solve this, you will get this kinetic energy is equal to 6.2 electron volt, right? So option C is correct, right? Now let us come to another question. Due to Compton scattering, the change in wavelength is, so from the Compton formula we already know the change in wavelength lambda minus lambda dash is equal to h by m0c into 1 minus cos phi, right? Where this is the change in wavelength, the incident, the scattered radiation consists of two wavelengths, right? So the shift in wavelength is equal to, that depends on this electron mass, right? This is depends on the mass and the scattering angle, right? And velocity of light and Planck's constant, everything is here. And this is depends on Planck's constant and velocity of light, that is a constant. So this electron mass and scattering angle dependent on electron charge, that is correct. And dependent on electron mass and charge is independent, so this is incorrect. Dependent on electron mass and scattering angle both, yes, it is dependent on both, right? Dependent on scattering angle only, that also not correct. It is dependent on this. So the best option is option C, right? So all right, now let us come to another question. The dispersion law for certain type of wave motion is, that is omega is given, where omega is the angular frequency, k is the magnitude of the propagation vector, right? It is the magnitude of the propagation vector, and c and m are constants, the group velocity of this wave approaches. So first of all we need to solve the group velocity, then only we can say which of the following condition is true. So omega is equal to, let me write omega is equal to, omega is given, omega is equal to c square k square plus m square whole raised to 1 by 2, right? Now we need to solve this group velocity, right? So let us solve this from group velocity from this. So group velocity is Vg is equal to d omega by dk, right? So this is equal to, this is root of this, right? Root on differentiation gives, right, 1 by 2 root c square k square plus m square, and we have to do what is inside this, that is with respect to k, if I am doing, that is c square into 2k, right? This 2 cancel, so Vg is equal to c square k divided by root c square k square plus m square. Now look into the option. See, when k tends to 0, what happens? This Vg tends to 0, right? If this k is 0, that means this Vg tends to 0. That means k tends to 0, this Vg tends to 0, right? Now, if k tends to infinity, what happens to Vg? Right? If k tends to infinity, suppose k is tend to infinity, then what happens to this Vg? For this I have to take this k square out, right? So then only we can say that is c square k divided by, so let me take c square k square out, right? When I am taking c square k square out, let me write this as m square divided by 1 plus m square divided by c square k square. Alright. Now this is equal to c square k divided by, then c square k square come out of this root, that is ck into, let me write this as 1 plus m square divided by c square k square, right? That is equal to this c cancel, k cancel, that is equal to c divided by root 1 plus m square divided by c square k square. Now k tends to infinity. Now I can give this k tends to infinity means this part will be infinity. So 1 by infinity is 0. So this part will be, this Vg tends to only this value c by root 1, that is c, right? So k tends to infinity, Vg tends to c, right? So which of the option? 0. Group velocity is 0 when k tends to 0. It is z when k tends to infinity. So option D is correct, right? Alright. Now let us come to another question. The de Broglie wavelength of an electron with kinetic energy of 120 electron volt is nearly, right? So it is a simple question. So the expression for de Broglie wavelength is lambda is equal to h by root 2, right, 2 MeV, right, or 2 Me, right? That is lambda is equal to h divided by, h is equal to 6.6 into 10 raised to minus 34, right? And root 2 into m is 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31, and this charge, that is electron volt, that is 120 electron volt energy, that is 120 into electron volt, that is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 90. When you solve this, you will get 100 picometer, right? So that will be the answer. That is option B is correct, right? Alright. Now let us come to another question. A particle of mass m is represented by a wave function psi of x is equal to a e raised to I kx, right? Wave number, k is wave number, a is a constant. The magnitude of the probability current density is, so we have to solve the magnitude of the probability current density, right? So what is probability current density? We have already studied the equation, so let us go to the blackboard. We have studied the probability current density as, that is h cross by m, imaginary part of psi star del psi, right? So that means h cross by m, imaginary part of psi star. This del psi, it is a parameter of x only, so del psi is dou by dou x, dou psi by dou x. Now that is equal to h cross by m into imaginary part of, what is psi star? The psi star is complex conjugate of this, that is equal to a e raised to minus I kx, right, into dou psi by dou x. I have to differentiate this, right? I have to differentiate this, that is equal to a into e raised to ikx on differentiation, e raised to ikx, and ikx we have to differentiate, that is ik, right? So this and this opposite sign, so that is equal to 1. So h cross by m into, now a square k into I. What is the imaginary part of a square k into I? That is a square k. So the answer is h cross k divided by m into a square. This will be the probability current density. Now let us go to the main board, right? H cross k by m into a square. So option A is correct, right? All right. Now let us come to another question. The wave function of a particle is given by psi is equal to c e raised to minus alpha square x square in the range of minus infinity less than x less than infinity, where c and alpha are constant. The probability of particle in the range 0 less than x less than infinity is, right? The wave function is given and we have to find the probability of particle in this particular range, right? All right. So this wave function is not normalized. So what is the probability? So let me use the relation. Probability is equal to, right, probability is equal to this integral psi star psi. So we have to find the probability in this interval. So minus infinity to infinity, that is psi star psi dx, right, divided by that is in the interval. We have to find the probability in the interval 0 to infinity, right? Now we have to normalize this. So normalization, that is the entire probability, we have to divide with the total probability in the space, that is normalization. So psi star psi dx. Now look into this. This is very simple. Using integration property, we need not calculate this integral. So that is equal to integral 0 to infinity psi star psi dx divided by this. I can write as 2 into integral 0 to infinity. 2 into integral 0 to infinity psi star psi dx. Now this integral and this integral will cancel. So answer will be 1 by 2, right? So which one is the option? The answer will be 1 by 2. So here it is given as 2 by 4, that is equal to 1 by 2, right? All right. Now let us come to another question. The value of the commutation relation p cap x cap square p cap square is, right? We need to solve this commutation relation. All right. All right. So to do this, let me apply the distributive law for this. So this is equal to, I can apply the distributive law. So this will be equal to p cap x cap square, right, plus and p cap commutator of p cap square. Now you can simply write this is 0, right? Because some a into f of a, that will be always 0, right? We have already studied commutation property, right? And this some a b raised to n, that we can write as n into b raised to n minus 1, x cap raised to 2 minus 1 into p cap x cap, right? And we have already studied a commutator of x cap p cap is ih cross, and commutator of p cap x cap is, that is minus ih cross, right? So that is 2x cap into, that is minus ih cross, right? That is minus 2 ih cross x cap. So which one is the result? The result is option D is correct, right? All right. Now let us come to another question. The question is, the state psi is equal to 1 by root 6 psi minus 1 plus 1 by root 2 psi 1 plus 1 by root 2 root 3 psi 3 is a linear combination of 3 orthonormal eigenstate of operator O cap corresponding to eigenvalues minus 1, 1 and 2. The expectation value of O cap for this state is, right? So eigenvalues is given, right? So you can directly, so we have to check it is normalized or not before coming to that. So if normalized, if this wave function is normalized, the coefficient sum squares, that will be equal to 1. So that is 1 by 6 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. So this is equal to 1 by 6 plus 3 plus 2, that is 5 by 6. So this is equal to 1. So the wave function is normalized. So we can find out the expectation value of O cap. Expectation value of O cap is equal to, that is P1 into, so P1, right? So this is in the state. So P probability. So let me say this state is p minus 1, p minus 1, o minus 1. So o minus 1 is the eigenvalue corresponding to this state, right? And p1 o1 plus p2 o2, right? Now what is p minus 1? Coefficient square, that is 1 by 6 into what is o minus 1, that is minus 1, right? Plus, and what is p1? P1 is equal to 1 by root 2 square, that is 1 by 2. What is o1? O1 is equal to 1, it is the eigenvalue, right? And what is p2? That is 1 by 3, 1 by 3 into what is o2? O2 is equal to this eigenvalue, that is equal to 2, right? 2. So when you solve this, minus 1 by 6 plus 1 by 2, so I can make a common denominator 6, and this will be 6 into 6, right? So sorry, it is 4, right? 4. Now this is equal to 6 I am taking common, 4 plus 3, that is 7, 7 minus 1, that is again 6, so it will be 1, right? So expectation of O cap is, the option is 1. Alright, alright. Now let us come to another question. The verb function of a particle psi is equal to 1 by root 2 psi 0 plus I psi 1 is given in terms of eigenstate psi 0 and psi 1 corresponding to the ground state energy and first excited state energy E0 and E1 respectively. The expectation value of the Hamiltonian in the state psi is given by, right? So this verb function is that is not normalized, right? So we have to normalize, right? Because the coefficient square is that must be equal to 1 for a normalized verb function, right? So psi is equal to 1 by root 2 psi 0 plus I psi 1. So we have to normalize this first, right? So suppose the normalization constant is, suppose I am multiplying with a constant a by root 2 psi 0 plus ai psi 1, so that the coefficient square must be 1. So a square by 2 plus a square, that should be equal to 1, right? Then that is 3 by 2 a square is equal to 1, then a is equal to root 2 by 3. Now we have solved this a. Now we can write this normalized verb function as, we can substitute this value, that is 1 by root 2 into what is a value, that is root 2 by 3 psi 0 plus a is again root 2 by 3 I psi 1. So the normalized verb function is psi is equal to root 2 cancel, right? So 1 by root 3 psi 0 plus I root 2 by 3 psi 1, right? This is the normalized verb function. So once I get this normalized verb function, right? So once I get this normalized verb function, then I can solve this the expectation value of this Hamiltonian, right? How can we solve this expectation value of Hamiltonian? Very simple. Expectation value of Hamiltonian, let's go at the blackboard. So expectation value of Hamiltonian we can represent as psi h psi, right? This is the notation we have used. That is equal to we can use the Bragg notation of this state, that is I can use this as 1 by root 3 psi 0 plus I root 2 by 3 psi 1 into, right, this Hamiltonian operator that works on this, right, into ket of this notation, right, that is 1 by root 3 psi 0, right, plus root 2 by 3 I root 2 by 3 psi 1, right? Now we can expand this, right? So when I expand this, so we have to multiply this with this and need not multiply this with this. Why? Because this is psi 0 and this is psi 1. different states that's inner product is 0 because they are orthonormal eigenstates, right? So psi 0 into psi 0, that is 1, so 1 by 3, right? 1 by 3. So before that 1 by root 3 into before that we have to act our Hamiltonian operator first. I root 2 by 3 psi 1, right, into this h cap that works on this Hamiltonian operator works on a state. What will get? Energy eigenvalue. So if it is works on state psi 0, we will get E0 into 1 by root 3 psi 0, right? The energy eigenvalue, we already know if an h cap is works on a state psi, right, we will get energy eigenvalue into psi, right? So here the energy state is I0, so you will get a E0 as the eigenvalue, plus here I root 2 by 3 into h cap works on this state psi 1, we will get energy eigenvalue E1, right? Now you can multiply psi 0, that is equal to 1. So here E0 by 3, right? So here we have the result E0 by 3, and this I root 2 by 3 in plus I root 2 by 3, right? That is equal to what? That is equal to I square is minus 1, right? I into I, that is I square. So but we have made a mistake. When we take this get bra notation, we have to replace this with minus I. Why I am doing like that? Because this is a complex conjugate. Bra is the complex conjugate of get. So once we have this iota symbol, we have to write this as minus iota when write the complex symbol. Okay, now it is okay. This minus I into I, that is I square, minus I square is again plus, right? So here we have E1. So E1 into root 2 by 3 into root 2 by 3, again 2 by 3. So the result is E0 plus 2E1 by 3, right? So this will be the expectation of Hamiltonian operator, alright? So which one is the option? Option D is correct, right? Alright, option D is correct. Now let us come to another question. In a one-dimensional problem, the normalized wave function for the ground state is given by psi is equal to n e raised to minus ax square, where n is the normalization constant. We need to solve the value of n, right? Alright. Now we already know during the normalization condition, the maximum probability equal to 1, right? So here let us apply the normalization condition over all the space, right? Minus infinity to infinity, this psi star psi, that means the complete probability, right? That will be equal to 1, right? That is the normalization condition. Now what is psi star and psi? Both are equal because it is not a complex term, so psi star and psi is equal. So let me write this as integral minus infinity to infinity. What is psi star? That is n square e raised to this into this, right? That is equal to minus 2a x square dx, that is equal to 1. Now let us do the integration. Before that we can apply the integration property. It is an even function because x square we have. So 2 into integral 0 to infinity n square we can take out, right? To n square we can take out e raised to minus 2ax square dx is equal to 1, right? Now we have already studied the relation, right? Integral 0 to infinity x raised to 2n e raised to minus ax square dx, that is equal to 2n minus 1 double factorial divided by 2 raised to n plus 1 a raised to n into root pi by a. This result we have already studied, right? So as we have studied this result, so let me substitute the value here. So our equation is e raised to minus 2ax square. So here there is no x term, so we can take x raised to 0. So we can put n is equal to 0 here. right? So minus 1 double factorial, that is 1, 2 raised to 0 plus 1, right? So if I put n is equal to 0, this become substitute n is equal to 0, this become and yes, instead of a we have here, instead of a we have this 2a, right? So that is this minus 1 double factorial, that is 1, 2 raised to 0 plus 1, that is 2 into a raised to 0, that is 1, right? And root pi by a, but look into this, instead of this a we have here 2a, right? So 2a, all right. Now we can substitute this here, 2n square into integral 0 to infinity, this value is, that is 1 by 2, right? 1 by 2 root pi by 2a, that is equal to 1. So 2 cancel, so n square is equal to root 2a by pi. So we need to solve this n square, right? So that is we are asked to find this n square. So root 2a by pi, this answer. So answer option is C. Alright. Now let us come to the next question. For a wave function defined as psi of x is equal to root 2 by L sin pi x by L. So it is a normalized wave function in the first state of particle in a box in the region 0 to L, and psi of x is equal to 0 outside this region, right? So the wave function particle is free or potentially 0, that is in the interval 0 to L. The average value of the square of the momentum p square is, right? So we need to solve this average of momentum. So average of any function that we can write in the interval 0 to L. So let me use another color. Integral 0 to L, right? Look into this psi star, right? Psi star, this average of momentum, so momentum square, right? That is p cap square into psi dx. This is the average of momentum, all right? Now that is equal to psi star. What is psi star? It is not a complex function, so psi star psi, that is equal. So let me write this as 0 to L. So this is equal to 2 by L all raised to 1 by 2 sin pi x by L, all right? And p cap square, p cap is equal to minus I h cross dou by dou x. So its square is, that is again minus square is minus, I square is minus 1, right? So minus h cross square dou square by dou x square. So minus h cross square dou square by dou x square into again this sin pi x by L, sin pi x by L, right? Dx. Now I can take this minus h cross square out, right? And this root 2, so here we have a root 2 by L again, right? So root 2 by L into root 2 by L, that is going to be 2 by L, right? Now we have this 0 to L, here sin pi x by L into this sin pi x by L on first differentiation, we have pi by L into cos pi x by L, right? Pi by L into cos pi x by L. Again differentiation, pi square by L square into, that is minus sin pi x by L, all right? Now this minus pi square by L square, that we can take out. So this will be minus pi square h cross square 2 divided by L cube, right? Into 0 to L sin square pi x by L, right? Sin square pi x by L. This is the result we have. Now we need the integration only, all right? All right. So let us go to the integration process. So before that we have a negative sign here and here, so this become positive, right? Now let us go to the blackboard. Now let us integrate, right? So let me erase this. So when I integrate, look into this 2 pi square h cross square divided by L cube, right? This is equal to into this I can write as integral 0 to L sin square x I can write as 1 minus cos 2 pi x divided by L, right, divided by 2 or divided by 2, that 2 and this 2 will cancel. So that is pi square h cross square divided by L cube into. So let me integrate this. Once I integrate this one, I will get x, and this one integration that will be equal to L by 2 pi into sin 2 pi x by L, right, 0 to L. So when I am giving upper limit, this will be equal to pi square h cross square divided by L cube into upper limit, that is L, minus, and when I am giving L, so sin 2 pi, that is 0, minus lower limit 0, minus 0, that is 0 minus 0. So it will be only we have L, that L cube and L will cancel out. So pi square h cross square divided by L square. So this will be the answer. Alright. So pi square h cross square divided by L. So let us go to the main board, that is pi square h cross square divided by L square. So option C is correct, right? Alright. Now let us come to the final question. The state of a one-dimensional simple harmonic oscillator is psi of xt 1 by 5 into 3 psi 0 minus 2 root 2 psi 1 plus 2 root 2 psi 2, where psi n is the eigenfunctions of the Hamiltonian with the eigenvalues En, that is equal to n plus 1 by 2 into h cross omega. The expectation value of the energy in the state psi of xt. So before finding the expectation value, we have to make sure that this given state is normalized or not. Okay, that is normalized. If it is given in the question it is normalized, we need not check, but it is not given, so we can check it is normalized. So if it is normalized, coefficient square should be equal to 1. So 3 by 5 the whole square plus minus 2 root 2 by 5 the whole square plus 2 root 2 by 5 the whole square, that is equal to 1. That may be that should be equal to 1. So 25, and 3 square is 9, 2 root 2 whole square, that 4 into 2, that is 8. So 8 8 16 plus 9 25 by 25, that is equal to 1. So it is a normalized wave function. Now it is we can calculate the expectation of energy, that is equal to P1, the state is 0, so P0 E0 plus P1 E1 plus P2 E2, right? This is the expectation of energy. What is P0? Coefficient square, that is 9 by 25 into, what is E0? E0 is the energy eigenvalue is given, that is n plus 1 by 2 into h cross omega, right? So E0 is equal to n is equal to 0, then half h cross omega. What is P1? So the first state's coefficient square minus 2 root 2 by 5 the whole square, that is 8 by 25 into, what is E1? When n is equal to 1, this will be equal to 3 by 2 h cross omega, right? And again P2 E2 coefficient square is again 2 root 2 square by 5, that is 8 by 25. So that is equal to when n is equal to 2 plus 1 by 2, that is 5 by 2 h cross omega. So we have this 50 common, and 9 plus this 3 into 8, that is 24 plus 40, right, that is 64 by 50 into h cross omega, right, that is approximately 1.46 h cross omega, right? So option B is correct. All right, so this all about this exam paper discussion, and we will start with electronics part 2 in the next class. Okay, thank you.